All right, let's get the Stranger Things over with.
Christ. Yeah, let's get it over with.
Season 1, I'd give an A. I thought it was one of the best seasons I'd ever seen. Season 2, A minus B plus. Season 3, maybe a B. Season 4, I did like the Henry character and the origin story of Vecna, but otherwise it was a C. Season 5 sucked.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thank
bad. I don't know what to say. It's just so. I think part of it is they spent too much time in Fantasyland. Like, part of the reason why I thought it was great was that it was like invading Hawkins. You know, they're either in the lab or they're riding their bikes. You know, they're getting chased and the van flips over. That's cool. If they're in the arcade or the Mind Flayer takes over the mall and he kills Billy, like, you're still in the 80s. You're still in things. Like, they just went to this other dimension and then all of a sudden Nancy Wheeler's fucking Rambo. Like, where's that come from? Like, it was so stupid. And there's so go to Heidi's camera. Well, there's way too many characters. And a lot of the characters that I liked were pointless. Like, until Joyce Byers chopped off Vecna's head, like, what was her point this entire season?
I will say it is hard when you have a cast that large to have everyone play an important part.
Yeah.
In an ending like that.
You know what the problem is? The cast is so large because they refused to kill
Right.
off some of these people that would have been amazing.
When they did the geek out and it looked like Steve was going to drop off the tower and he didn't, I was like, they're not going to kill anybody.
I know, me too.
Yep.
I was like, here we go. This is just a fluff piece.
And I could care less about the love triangle between Nancy and Steve and Jonathan. I could care less.
And then how long did they take for them to have this conversation in that room where they thought they were going to die?
Dude, the heart-to-hearts were...
I'm like, it was so long.
Out of control.
Every one of them.
Yeah, there's way too many of them.
Even when our boy comes out as gay, that was
way
super
too
long.
I want to hear what you have to say about Linda Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton was a pointless character. It's like, let's make her look like Matthew Modine and have him do less, basically the same thing, but less. It's just stupid. I did like Derek, even though he was a new character. He had some nice one-liners.
Delightful Derek.
Yeah. He was pretty entertaining.
I agree with that.
I fucking hate that Kate Bush song, and I hate it even more now. It sucks. You had to hear that fucking over and over again. Jonathan's camera was way too big, even for the 80s when he was filming at the graduation. That was ridiculous. Originally, I didn't even like Dustin's graduation speech until I watched the YouTube video about it, and then they reminded me that it was a kickback to what Eddie said he was going to do at graduation. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's just a problem with, and that's another note I had here is that they did get screwed twice, once by the pandemic and once by the writer's strike, where it was delayed. So it's really like over 2 years.
Which is the major problem of this story is that they're adults now. And
it's really hard to look at them and think that they're kids when they're just not.
I mean, Millie Bobby Brown is, like, Drake won't even talk to her now. She's so old. Like, you know, like, like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
These kids are old.
Yeah.
Or did he?
Right.
Holly reminded me of a young Anna Chomsky from My Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
And they killed Vector so fast, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was almost too easy. Like, this whole build
I remember looking at the thing saying, wow, there's an hour left. What are they going to do?
The whole build up. And then,
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I got another hour of my life to waste on this crap.
Even though they were way too old, I could care less about the 4 older ones on the rooftop.
Yeah.
But I did like how they finished it in the basement with them playing like one last game of Dungeon. What did they play?
Dungeons and Dragons.
I did kind of like that. Again, it was tough because they're older, but I did, in terms of like storytelling, I did like that. And then the younger kids come down and they start playing. And I even actually noticed, and probably because I saw the first season multiple times, they started that last scene with the sprinkler going off in the yard, which is the very first scene in the actual series. The first scene is that doctor running in the Hawkins lab and gets eaten. Yeah. Then they go to the credits and then they go to the sprinkler.
So you did like parts of it?
I did like parts of it, but overall, I thought it was one of the worst endings to what was once a great series I'd ever seen. I was so disappointed. I thought it was not good at all. I'd probably give it a D minus, only because I do like the first few seasons a lot, so I don't want to give it an F, but I didn't really like a lot of it.
It brought you down that much.
I hate it.
Yes.
I hated it.
You know what I think, though? I think this is like a symptom of the new media now, of streaming. There's no more movies. Everything has to be a series, and once it gets popular, we got to renew for 2 more series or 2 more seasons, 3 more. And then like there's content creation. You got to create content, and you got to fill that time. And you're not filling it with quality content. You're just we need 10 episodes. We got an order for 10 episodes. We got to do that.
Fill for the sake of filling.
I mean, this thing could have been done in 2 seasons. It would have been perfect. It would have been great.
But they did, like I agree with your assessment of the last couple scenes, them playing Dungeons and Dragons and how he told the story and they kind of tied that all in. I did actually like when the older kids were up on the rooftop. They were like college age now, and they were saying goodbye, and I thought that was well done. I thought it hit the right notes of nostalgia, and them moving on and growing up. But I mean, I don't know. I think you lost half of our viewership just like
I don't think so, man.
ragging on it so badly.
You do a YouTube search.
Oh, they played Iron Maiden at
there's-
the end.
There's
so.
not
And Prince.
there's
They did
not a
play.
lot of love for the series finale.
And all the holes, which
I mean, they're
like the
definitely
one
holes.
major one, the redhead. How is she graduating when she was in a coma for 2 years?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
like,
What about in the Upside Down? They used to have to wear hazmat suits. Now they're just building
Yeah.
fucking
And then-
buildings in there.
and then all
like,
when
They
they
did
when they were
mention
fighting Vecna, there was no those other things, whatever they're called.
the bats that
or the bat
killed
or
Eddie?
anything.
It's just enough's enough.
Yeah,
at some
it is.
point. It's like stop.
It
See,
was
You
really
didn't
bad.
find it entertaining at all.
I think I was just tired.
Yeah,
I was fatigued.
Yeah, I was
I
too.
was fatigued.
In the first season, right? The end of the first season when 11 destroys the Demogorgon and then you think she's dead, and then the kid Mike is like screaming for her and his eyes are welling up. Like, that's great storytelling, great acting. It was really powerful ending. This was nothing like it. I just thought it was
Well,
And then they left it open, right?
The Duffer Brothers did say that was they wouldn't necessarily give her the happy ending. It was that her friends really wanted to believe that.
Yeah,
That
but I
she
still
was still
think they
alive
left it
somewhere.
open.
Oh,
if
be
they needed to.
prepared
they
for
can.
more.
But
There's going to be more.
What's
Just-
this?
But there were
There's a
elements.
theory going on that there's one episode left or something.
which was supposed to be on the 5th, and then that passed, and then it was the 9th, which is that
But
today?
they
yeah,
said
they
no.
just keep
The
doing
Duffer
it.
Brothers
Yeah, they've
immediately
confirmed
said
it.
no.
Yeah,
that's
that was
not.
just-
Yeah, that was just.
And then
Wishful
Mikey
thinking.
from the Life cereal box ate Pop Rocks and blew up.
I did think that the addition of Dickhead Derek / Delightful Derek was a good one.
Yeah, he was
a
good.
great. I look forward to seeing what that kid does. I hope he has a career because he really did bring a lot of levity and humor to it. Not levity. He brought humor to the levity. But I thought he was great and more entertaining than some of the other characters that they sort of threw in there.
Yeah.
He's going to be another Jonah Hill and just get more annoying each movie. he's in.
And get skinny.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 3 thumbs down, and Heidi's got thumbs up.
I had a couple issues with some of it, some plot holes, but overall I thought it was entertaining and that I wasn't really expecting much more from it.
You were satisfied with the end.
I was satisfied with it.
Sid, I'm right with you. I mean, I might be a little more cynical. Like first season, I'm like, wow, this is great. I buy it.
Yeah, I love the first
I
season.
buy the hype. Well done. Season 2, okay. All right, not bad. 3, it was off a cliff for me. 3, I was done.
Yeah, see, I still like 3 because
I didn't.
I thought Billy was a good character. He actually
Yeah.
did die. And
Right.
again, they were showing relatable moments. Like they show Billy getting verbally abused by his stepfather. They're giving the characters a little depth. And then he's got the whole like flirting with Mrs. Wheeler. You're giving her character a little depth because she's in a tired marriage that she's sick of. And like, so there was great character development there. What about when Nancy was trying to get a job she was all happy she got a job and they basically wanted to get coffee. Like that's straight out of, 9 to 5 movie that was from that time. They lost all of that. Again, they're up in that thing, and I'm just thinking like, you guys are all fucking superheroes now.
Nancy.
Like, how are you not shitting your
Well,
fucking pants
Well,
when the
that's
towers
the
coming
problem.
down?
It turned into it
it
turned too
doesn't make any
sci-fi.
sense. Yes.
Too many
Yeah.
monster scenes, too much CGI. Like I'm with you. I like give me the interpersonal moments.
Right.
Those were done
I
well.
thought you would have wanted the action.
No, it
No.
ruined it.
Because
Because I didn't
you
know what I
guys-
was watching.
But
I'm
you
like,
guys
what am I watching? What is this
love-
crap?
What was the movie? Red Dawn, right? Nancy was like she
Yeah,
was
there
sort
were
of
no
a cross
monsters.
between
There were no monsters in
Ripley
Red Dawn.
from Aliens and the
But
Jennifer
but I didn't half
Ray
the
from
time.
Red
I didn't
Dawn.
know what I was
Yeah.
watching. I'm like, all right, what's going on? Now what? Now what? Like I couldn't keep track.
She
It-
killed like 10
it's just
like
weird.
military, like
I know.
trained, majorly trained
By the way,
military people.
how are they all not arrested after that?
Oh, her, especially her.
Right.
Yeah.
None of it just made no sense.
You know who the military guys? They all like the soldiers. They all reminded me of like a professional wrestling referee who like can't see the guys cheating on a
Right.
foreign object. They're like, oh, we're dead. Ah. That's what
Yeah.
they look like to me. They're just like a bunch of stooges that you know
Yeah.
serve no purpose.
All right, let's move on.
Yes.
All right. Welcome to Derry. I'll go first again.
Okay.
Wait, Sid. Didn't we just talk about this? It's the same thing.
So, I was really disappointed with Stranger Things, and I'm like, all right, I'll watch this show again. So I watched the second. I was in 2 episodes in. I watched the third. I got most of the way through the 4th, and when the girl's eyes popped out, and then she went to the freaking bandsaw in the wood, I'm out. I will
actually
never.
loved that.
I
I
will
like that
never.
too.
I will never watch another episode of this again, ever. And just so we're clear on the definition of gore, you were trying to tell me that Weapons is a gory movie. Weapons was not a gory movie. That scene in the fucking wood shop or where the hell she was, that's gore, dude. That's fucking nasty.
I told you there's one
I'm
scene.
never watching that.
That was aggressive.
I'm never watching that show again,
Aggressive.
ever. So you guys go ahead.
You didn't miss much, dude.
Okay, good.
You didn't miss much.
I'll tell you what. I text you guys. I was pissed off at the final,
Yeah.
but then I watched Stranger Things.
And he said it's
So
not
then,
bad.
then I went back and watched the end of Derry, and I'm like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it was.
Okay.
At least something's going on. People are dying.
Yeah.
It was a little ridiculous when the kids were the ones that had to, at the end, you didn't see it, but they basically have to send it back to its sleep, I guess, with a 27-year sleep. And these kids, like, there's all these adults around, but then they're like, you guys got to go put this dagger into this thing. Not the adult. I mean,
Well, the kids knew what to do
Yeah.
more than the adults
one of the
did.
girl's fathers.
They had been
The one
battling
that
it.
was arrested, he was there. He could have helped.
Yeah.
But no, they send these kids out there, and then they have this mystery ghost boy. That
He wasn't a mystery.
I know. Well, he's a mystery. He's a ghost, and he's
Richie,
helping
right?
them.
Richie?
Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but he's helping them.
I liked his character. I did get a little bit teary when he died. When he
He
or
was
the
having
girl
time
in the
of
fire.
His life too.
He was.
For a kid
He
that
was. Oh, I
age,
know,
he was
freaking-
living it up.
banging on the drums,
Yeah,
man.
playing
He's-
with a jazz band. And
Oh,
everything.
he's
He's got the
killing it.
chick. He's
Yeah.
oh man.
He was a great character, and that kid that played him was very
They're
good.
getting drunk. I mean, they're having the time of their lives.
But now he's a ghost, and he's helping them. Like,
Yeah. When I loved the episode. I thought that it was good. Where they were in the speakeasy, and I thought that was really good when they started the fire. But
Yeah,
then
that
it went.
was-
Yeah, that was a good episode. Reminded me of Sinners a little bit. Oh, great movie. Yeah, but this was actually, I think, filmed before that. What?
no, I feel like I was watching Stranger Things.
but it better
Uh,
because at least they
Marginally,
they
yeah.
killed some major characters and like throughout the whole series.
Every
You're like-
season
you're like
of
the-
Stranger Things did kill some,
Except for
some
this one.
characters, except for the last one.
but you know what the problem was? Again, it's just like, all right, what am I
Well,
watching? What am
but
I
they-
like? What am I? What is? Now? What do they have to do? How do they kill? Like, what is? It's just there was too much of that.
I mean, for the 4 episodes I watched, I really didn't understand the plot.
Yeah,
There was a little bit. I mean, I can. Stranger Things had a little bit convoluted plot as well, but this was. I didn't
I
feel
think
it's
they
much
do
better.
they do assume that you know the story and
Yeah, and they kind of
elements of
as
it.
it goes on, they show the backstory of him going in the woods and
Right. It's really not the girl's father. But I want to go back for a second because your big complaint about Stranger Things is that they didn't kill anyone in the last season. They killed their main character. If they can have a main character, it would be 11.
Did she die? I didn't see her head explode.
She didn't die.
But you thought that she died until, and then
then they
it's
showed
still
her.
ambiguous.
I got to tell you,
That's him telling the story. She may or may not.
Oh,
be
she's
alive.
alive.
I got to tell you, Heidi, I never thought that she was for sure dead the way they presented
I
it.
didn't either.
I
Yeah.
will say the season that Hopper died at the end, or
Yeah.
you see him get obliterated,
Yeah.
that was really good. And I remember thinking, as much as you want him to be alive, I'd feel kind of gypped if they brought him back from that, and they did.
Mm.
I don't know. These characters were coming back to life more than like Jason, Michael Myers, and Freddy combined.
But-
I mean, it was.
But I
just-
do think Stranger Things is more of a kids, not focused as a kids show, but I think younger kids were kind of watching it more than. I mean, Welcome to Derry. There's no. I mean, if anyone under 15 is watching that, then yeah, you're a bad parent.
Yeah, but the kids
Yeah.
carried it. It kind of like if I
Yeah.
was that
That's what-
age,
Yeah.
you kind of
The
drawn
kids
to
were.
that.
I will say that the kids were really good in that. The actors that they cast in Welcome to Derry were believable, more so
Yeah, they
than
were.
some of the kids in.
Yeah.
I
in
thought
Stranger
the
Things.
actor was a little stiff at times. It was just I don't know.
Did you? You didn't watch the whole thing though, did
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I watched every minute of everything on the homework assignment list. Yeah,
Look
which is
at
why, which is
you.
why I'm miserable.
Well, he's
but
trying
that's a
to
whole
make
other
up
thing.
for
Yeah.
Yeah.
not watching
Yeah.
the movie I sent.
Yeah, but you know what, Heidi, you made me think like they did that with more than just Hopper at the in Stranger Things. Like at the
Well-
end of season 1, you think 11's dead. She's not. The end of season 3, you think Hopper's dead. She's not. The end of season 4, Max goes up in the air and starts cracking with her thing. You think she's dead. She's not.
Yeah.
Like they kind of did
But they
that
did
quite a
kill.
bit.
They did actually kill some.
Yeah,
How about
Barb.
the
and-
mother? How about the
characters.
mother?
Yeah,
How is she
Howard the
not
Wheel.
dead?
Both of the parents.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
I mean, come on.
That was crazy.
I
All right.
need a
So
drink.
what? So Mark. So do we? Any thumbs up with Welcome to Derry, or nobody liked it? What?
No, I if they do season 2, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
It had some highs and lows. I liked the very last scene, how they tied it into the movie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I really enjoyed that part.